This YEETER spam army might be even better than the other variation I uploaded yesterday. This one, you don't even have to think. You literally just spam stuff in and it will level bases. So here's the army if you want to copy it. There will be a link in the description. There's the hero equipment. You can change that up to your liking. The Rocket Spear doesn't synergize that well on the Royal Champion, but that's the only one I have leveled up enough to really be that useful. Hog Puppet, probably the best option. So without further ado, let's hop right into the first attack. Alright, so you're just going to open up with the Yeti Clone Bomb, which is quickly becoming meta in my opinion. This is really fun to use. You can go for the TownHall with this. I prefer to actually go for the TownHall with this variation because I do have the Rage spell with this one. On the variations of this attack, if you don't have a Rage, I wouldn't recommend going for the TownHall, but with the Rage, you can get the TownHall probably 80% of the time. It's actually pretty easy. We're going to get the TownHall and trigger that Invis Tower, which is really nice. It would have been nice if we could have got that Inferno. We're just going to Queen Giant Arrow and Siege Barracks on one side, and we'll just let our Yeti finish this funnel at the top. We're just going to spam in our Yeeters here and path them into the middle. That was a little bit sketchy because of all these buildings over here. With the range of the Yeeters, they really could have been pulled over there. I should have dropped them farther to the left there. I did get really lucky. But we do have a perfect funnel now. We're just going to spam everything into the middle. We don't even have healers with this variation. The healers you see are just the ones from the healer puppet, obviously, from the Queen. But we do have a really nice path through the core of this base now, and the Yeeters really have access to everything once they break one more wall, which is going to be no problem, because we still have our King ability. Earthquake Boots, Spiky Ball opens up the entire backside of the base. They can reach everything now because they have such long range. Our King splits off with some of our Siege Barracks troops at the bottom. Everything else in the core, this base is getting absolutely gutted. As you see on this attack, I actually did have the Hog Puppet on, but mine's only level 14, so it's actually pretty useless. The Hogs get one-shot by giant bombs. So if yours is that low of a level, I probably wouldn't recommend it. I'd probably just run whatever you have that's a high enough level. We're just going 2 times through this now because, as you see, this base is absolutely crushed. Everything from our Siege Barracks is still alive. I'm pretty sure all of our Yeeters are still up. Our Royal Champion's still up. Yeah, all of our heroes completely full health. We didn't even lose any Yeeters. That base was absolutely crushed. And as you see, it was really fast, too. This is a really fast attack. You definitely don't have to worry about time fills, so I'm going to hop into another one. Right on to the second one. This one's a little bit tougher. This is actually the base I've been running in Legend League, and it's been doing really well for me. I've had some good defensive days. So I'm going to run my clone spells close to the TownHall and just clip it on my way by, and then still get the rest of my clone spells going into the core just to get as much value as I can. I'm going to clip the TownHall on the way by and take that out, and now we have stuff in the core, which is nice. We're going to get another Inferno Tower, I believe. I am not sure what else we picked off there. Maybe, I think we did get one Fire Spitter, actually, so that's really nice. Got the TownHall, got some value. We're going to use some Wizards up here just to cut off that funnel up there to make sure our Yeeters don't wander. Use the King on that side, the Queen with her Giant Arrow, and the Siege Barracks on the left. We'll wall break in, spam our Yeeters in the center, and really now there's nothing else to do. You just spam your troops in, and at this point, basically the only thing you have to watch for is your King's Earthquake Boots and Spiky Ball, which you really don't even have to, but it is nice to use it at a good point in the base just to open up the rest of the walls, because you will run out of wall breaking potential towards the end of the base. So you want to, as you see now, I'm using it, and we pretty much get access to everything. I was hoping we got into that Fire Spitter compartment, but it's not going to matter because, like I said, with the range of these Yeeters, they're going to be able to reach pretty much everything in this base. They might have to break through one wall, but we're going to have plenty of them alive, and with that Rage Vial on the Warden, they're going to be doing a lot of damage with our other troops mixed in there, and our funnel at the bottom was so well set by our Siege Barracks that all the Valkyries that actually came out of the Siege Barracks pathed into the core with the main army, which is actually going to be really nice, because now the walls on the backside are really going to get shredded, and we should only have to break basically one more wall, and we'll be able to reach everything, because our Queen's going to get that wall at the top. And again, this is absolutely crushed. Just look how overkilled this base is. Our Pekkas from our Siege Barracks didn't even die with all the Wizards. They're still putting in work at the bottom. All of our Yeeters are still alive. All of our heroes are still alive. Just absolutely shredded this base. And like I said, I've been running this in Legend League, and it's been doing really well for me. So it's definitely a solid base. I'm going to hop into another attack. All right, on to another one. As you see here, 1 minute 55 seconds is all this attack took. We were just completely shredding through these bases like they're nothing. We're going to use our Yeti Clone Bomb at the bottom. We're going to take out the TownHall, and we're going to see as we drop this last one past the TownHall, trying to path into that Fire Spitter. Hopefully trigger that Poison Tower as well so our troops don't have to deal with it. Targeting the Fire Spitter now, it goes down. Unfortunately, we don't get to the Poison Tower, but we got a lot of value there. Cut out a nice funnel. But I was kind of thinking here, I didn't want to leave these hard-hitting defenses up until the end. So I do end up pathing right into it. My king gets killed really fast just because I have no tanking for him. But it's not going to matter. I honestly probably still could have got it if I went the other way. I just didn't want to leave this for last because it is a little bit sketchy. As you see, we just spam in our yeeters with our warden and the rage vial. As you see, our king gets melted, so we got no value out of his boots this time. But it's really not going to matter. You see, we have a couple yeeters split off to the left are going to absolutely melt the heroes. You don't even have to worry about bringing headhunters with this because when they're grouped up like this, they just absolutely steamroll through the enemy heroes. You don't even have to worry about them. I see here a Royal Champion with the Spirit Fox going invisible, and we do actually have the Rocket Spear on this time, and I pop it there, so hopefully we can take out that Expo and then maybe snipe out the Monolith. But we have our Yeeters in there sniping the Monolith anyway. We do get one shot from our Royal Champion. Now she's going to snipe out that single Inferno Tower. I kind of like the Rocket Spear. Like I said, it's the only equipment I really have other than the basic equipment, or the... I have the Electro Boots and the Rocket Spear on my only one, and then the basic equipment like the Seeking Shield. So that's why I use the Rocket Spear, because my Hog Puppet just isn't high enough level. But I definitely do recommend Hog Puppet. As you see here, this base, again, stands absolutely no chance, getting shredded. We have a couple Yeeters at the backside, just picking off this single Inferno. They should be able to get it down no problem, because they are so tanky. Pretty much all of our heroes, I think, yeah, actually every single one of our heroes alive again. Basically all of our Yeeters. Another absolutely crushing attack. So I'm going to catch you guys in one more replay. All right, on to the last replay. I'm trying to think where I want to go in here. I want to go in over the Giga Bomb here, just so I don't have to path my Yeeters over it. Not that it would really matter, but I don't have any healers, so I don't want them to path over that and take a bunch of damage. So that's why we're going in from this side, even though there's probably more value at the top with those Fire Spitters. But we're going to get the Town Hall. We're going to get the Monolith. Hopefully we can get that Multi-Inferno down there. That would be clutch, but yeah, we're not going to, just because we're sitting in that Poison spell. It is nice to have the Poison spell out of the way, though. So we're going to use our Queen with our Siege Barracks on the left to funnel that side out. And we really don't have to do anything at the top. Our funnel's already set just from our Yeti Bomb. And basically, you don't even have to get the Yeti, or excuse me, the throwers, the Yeeters all the way to the core, because they have such long range. So if you can just snipe out the Town Hall with the Yetis at the beginning, basically if you get inside the first layer of walls with the Yeeters, they can reach pretty much everything in the base. So it's actually really nice not having to, use a jump spell or something to get all the way into the core, because now once they're in this first layer, they can reach everything over the walls. And if you have a base like this with the Town Hall right in the core, it doesn't even have a core basically, because the Town Hall is gone, so we can just loop all the way around the outside and with a giant pack of troops and just melt through the base. I mean, look how much we have over here. Everything all grouped together. This base is absolutely devastated. Our Valkyries pop out of the Siege Barracks. They're going to start cleaning the outside. Our Royal Champion is going to go down. Actually, she goes to Fox, which was really good timing. She's going to get a little bit more value. And now our Yeeters are stuck on a wall, but it's not going to matter. They're raged up. They should bust through it pretty quick. And we still have so many troops alive going around the outside here. Not going to matter. We have the enemy Royal Champion up. We have a Fire Spitter and an Inferno and a Scatter Shot. But, I mean, look at this. We have so many troops. We have, what, 1, 2, 3 Yeeters up there. 2 more Yeeters here. So I think we might have lost 1 maybe. Every single one of our heroes except for our Royal Champion still pretty much full health. Our Warden's going to go down, but he's not doing anything at this point anyway besides providing the Rage Vial. So it wasn't that big of a deal there anyway. And yeah, this base stands absolutely no chance. Just shred right through it. Another 3-star. And as you see, all these attacks were really fast. So I'm going to hop into one more friendly challenge really quick, just to show you what I'm looking for with the Yeti Clone Bomb, because it is a little bit base dependent. And some people have been asking me about it. So I'm just going to go into one more and show you kind of how I identify where I want to go in from. All right, so this base is a good example. As you see here, it would be easy to snipe out the Town Hall with the Yeti Clone Bomb. But for me, it's not that important to get the Town Hall when it's out on the edge like that, because look at all the value we could get down here at the bottom. If we go in from the bottom, we can get the Monolith, we can get both Fire Spitters, we can get an Inferno, we could possibly even get a giant cannon with an Expo. There's just so much more value down here. But look, if we go in from the Town Hall, we're basically going to get the Town Hall and a couple Wizard Towers and an Archer Tower. That's basically it. So that's why I would go down from here. You don't always have to get the Town Hall, which is what I'm trying to explain. So see, you can drop the Yeti down here, and you can clone it into the core here. And just look how much value you can get out of this, especially once they get in there. We'll rage up. And just watch how much value. We already got the Monolith. We already got that Inferno Tower. We're getting both Fire Spitters as I speak. We're getting that Expo down. We got both of the Inferno Towers. And we damaged a little bit the ricochet cannons. But look at that. We completely gutted that. 2 fire spitters, a monolith, 2 air defense, or not 2 air defenses, 2 inferno towers, as well as, what was over here? Oh yeah, scatter shot, and then an expo. So look at that, that's completely gutted. So now we can just path around this left side here and just loop around. We can pick up the town hall on our way by, and we just have that nice ring of defenses all the way around to keep everything packed up. So like I said, don't always go for the town hall. It is base dependent. If you can get more value elsewhere away from the town hall, as long as you know your troops can path to the town hall, definitely do it that way. So a lot of people were asking me about that, so that's why I wanted to show it. Let me know how this works out for you guys. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys next time.